Hello, this is Chuck Carluck of Hiker's World, and today we are hiking. We are hiking for just for the pure hell of it. We're hiking uh, the Mountain Loop Highway in Granite Falls, Washington. Now, along the Mountain Loop Highway in Granite Falls, Washington, there are lots of trails, lots of hiking trails. It's like hiking trails country. And right now we are hiking the Boardman Lake Trail. And it kind of goes along like that. And so we're going to follow this trail until it gets to a magical place, very magical place called Boardman Lake. Can you imagine that? It's actually called the Boardman Lake Trail. Now, we just left uh, a small little beachhead back there where the main camp is. It's called Bear Lake. And I hope I don't find out why it is called Bear Lake. But that's where my 2-ton backpack is. And so I'm going to go back there. We're going to have to find out where Boardman Lake is. So that's the plan, Stan. See what happens. One nice thing about Boardman Lake Trail and camping, hiking at Boardman Lake is that it does not require a pass. You have to stop. Generally, you have to stop at the U.S. Forest Service office in Verlot. That's a little place. It's called Verlot, Verlot, and it's a forest ranger place where they have an office and sell you maps and trinkets and baubles and all kinds of things to line your goodie bag with. But they also charge you can buy a day pass for $5 in most places. Boardman Lake is just outside of the perimeter of this pay-for zone, so so me being a cheap mofo, I decided to take that route. So anyway, that's what we're doing, and here's more of the trail. It kind of goes up and around with a bunch of switchbacks and forths and stuff like that. This is my campsite, my temporary home away from home. There are some requirements that have to be met for a backpacking type campsite. One, you have to have a close supply of water. This is for drinking water or bathing. For drinking water, I would suggest having a pump, a filter pump made by MSR, or maybe some other brands. MSR makes a good one, and does a really good job of pumping impurities out of water. Okay, another thing to notice at your campsite is if it has furniture. Now, this is my campsite. It has plenty of furniture. Okay, first of all, see this long log? That's the couch. The long log is the couch. And it's quite a long couch. Here in this clearing is the bedroom. I'm going to lay my tent, which is just this little pouch over here. It's going to be right here. And this could be the study. Looks like somebody had a small fire here at one point, which is very stupid because what are we really looking at? We are really looking at the base of a tall tree. And somebody decided, probably some inexperienced idiots, yes, they're, yeah, see, look, try to use this as their stove, as their fire pit. Dum, 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 dum. And picture window. Now, the menace part of this is that the main road, which is the trailer we just came off on, is right next door, so everybody that's trafficking can come by. But also made this really easy to get to, because here it is, and we just kind of walk over here and come up, and this is where it came from, and this is where we went to that big huge Boardman Lake that way. Lots of uphills, lots of switchbacks. So I decided to play it safe and do it here. Besides, my pack is overpacked, and I totally went against everything I ever knew about packing, is to pack light, and I did not. But look at the view. Look at the view. Night sky is going to be great. Check in later. And here we are. Behind me, over my shoulder, you can see Boardman Lake. I give you Boardman Lake. For a place being out in the middle of nowhere, there's a lot of activity. It's like your own semi-private, gigantic swimming pool. Boardman Lake. You're never bored at Boardman Lake. You can bring your own surfboard at Boardman Lake, but you're never bored at Boardman Lake. Quite a piece of scenery. And plus, there are steps. To climb to further your adventure at Boardman Lake. Now that I'm starting to settle in a little bit more, things are looking a little bit more homey. As you can see, couch is still there. Fresh coffee is now there. Bear jar. This is still the living room, and there's a stereo. And over here is the bedroom. It's the master suite. Of course, over here is the kitchen. Here are the dishes. Everything is nice and neatly put away. Place for everything, and everything in its place, unlike being at home. Of course, here in the living room, where the couch is, everything is all over the place, very much like being at home. How to pack clothes for a backpacking overnighter. What the hell are we looking at? This is a compressed view of your clothes. If you went to the trouble of neatly and gently ironing your shirts, your socks, t-shirt, underwear, shorts, pants, etc., it's all left up now because these are now your clothes. This is called a stuff sack, and it's kind of like this, and it's got these little everything is compressed. Compression sack is another term, and just gonna pull that open. Try to do this one-handed. Matter of fact, there are things here. So here's another one. You just kind of lift this little thingy up there, and you pull on the strap, and you pull that up, and then it gets loose. And you come around and do the other one, and see, it has a little thing here. You pull that up like that, and then you pull underneath there, and you have a loose thing, sort of. That's because I'm doing this one-handed. But anyway, you get the idea. This is now an uncompressed compression sack. See, it's bigger because air has gotten back into the clothes, and now you have access to all your stuff, all your clothes. So, oh, by the way, when you pack what clothes to bring, if it's a nice hot summer day like it's been today, stay away from cotton. Now, it's hard to avoid cotton underwear. Go ahead, that's fine. Synthetics are great. You can scrunch them into a ball, put them in a compression sack, and you can scrunch into nothing. Cotton is a little harder to do. So synthetic clothes, or that is, clothes made from synthetics instead of cotton. That's how that works. So yeah, so this has gotten a lot bigger now than when we saw it a moment ago. That is your compression sack to go camping. Another shot of the lake. I love the stillness. The reflections. It's a mirror image. Very cool. Very photogenic. Compression sack. Or stuff sack. For your stuff. The point of this video, it's like 10:30, quarter to 11-ish, is not what you see, but what you hear. At the lake, no one around, but a million frogs, and half of them are underground. Frogs from space. Give it to me, killer frogs. It's morning here at Evan Lake, and what a sight it is. It's beautiful. A lot better looking than I am at this moment. So I'll let you look at the lake instead. Hear the sounds. Nature waking up. A moment ago, there was a woodpecker banging his head out. A few wispy clouds. And a great day. Okay, what the heck are we looking at now? This is called hiding your food from predators. You're looking at a bear jar. It's a giant jar, and it's made to thwart the attempts of bears to get your food. Yes, put your food in this bear jar. Its lid is a special screw-on type that that prevents bears from figuring out how to open it. So anyway, so basically you want to put your food as far away from you as possible, and still be accessible. Now, ideally, it should have been tied to some rigging that would be a rope strung between two trees with this food jar in a sack strung in between the two places and just hanging there. But this is your bear jar, and high in a tree, and I need to get it down before I have breakfast. This is what we're going to have for breakfast. Scrambled eggs with bacon in a pouch. We're going to put this in the pan and just add water. Sometimes you might also want to bring dehydrated water. You just add water. This is what your uncooked breakfast looks like. Freeze-dried, pre-cooked scrambled eggs with bacon. And we're just going to add water here in a minute. What is that weird red utensil in the pan? That, my friends, is called a spork. A spork. Yes, I know. Sounds like something out of a Dr. Seuss movie. It's mother with a spoon. It's father a fork. Its kids were sporks. So now we've added water to our freeze-dried scrambled eggs and bacon breakfast, and now we're going to let it soak. Now the normal way of preparation would be to heat this up, make a little fire. It's been very dry in the Pacific Northwest here for the past couple of weeks. There's a burn ban going on. There are signs everywhere saying no fires, burn ban in effect. If you start a fire, we will have to burn you at the stake. We're just going to let this soak and basically put a lid on it. Let it do its thing before we eat breakfast. We're going to call this done. Look how yummy it looks. Look how absolutely scrumptious it looks. Why, it looks like I just threw up. And here it is in the pan, having it again for breakfast. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you freeze-dried scrambled eggs and bacon for a hearty camp breakfast. So folks, now I'm ready to leave. And it looks like I just got here. And I do this just to illustrate that this is how it should look when you leave. It should look as good, if not better, than when you got here. So right now, I'm going to go on another trail. It's another view of the lake. Here's my sticks. And here's me. I'm on my way up to Boardman Lake. I'm at Evan Lake now, and Boardman Lake is kind of up that way. It's a kind of a zigzag. There we go. Kind of a zigzag trail, about 8/10 of a mile, or probably more like 7/10 of a mile, because it's 1/10 of a mile to get to here. So anyway, but it's a bunch of switchbacks, so it's a little bit of a workout. So I'm just gonna go up there, and you've already seen pictures of it. So I'm gonna go back there just for the exercise, just for the heck of it. So anyway, here we go. Let's get at it. This is Boardman Lake. All the way from here, up the steps, and down the steps, and over to here. Bigger than Evan Lake. Here is some more of Boardman Lake. This lake seems to go on forever. It's a neat little spot. It's got a spot here out by the beach. Nice little spot to camp. See, somebody's made a little fire pit here, right by the water. It's very good. Another fire pit here. See how it's surrounded by rocks. That's what you want to do. Here's another example of a fire pit here, and another clear example of what you don't want to do unless you want to burn the whole friggin' forest down. Okay, so This, no. This or that. Yes. But I don't know where this goes. Just seems to go and go. Still can't even see the end. I think it's over there somewhere. Boardman Lake. I didn't bring my fishing pole. Okay, note to self. This is where you want to be next time. Here's the U.S. Forest Service Search and Rescue Team out on Boardman Lake. I heard them talking earlier, and I don't think they're on a rescue. I think they are merely making their rounds. And if you can hear me through the wind, weather's picking up a bit. Time to head home from Boardman Lake and Evan Lake. This is Chuck Carluck, Hiker's World. And have a good day.